Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Conejo Oaks Baseball. I'm Josh Mechanick, and we'll take you through tonight's contest between the Conejo Oaks and the visiting Team Philippines. The Oaks remain red hot after a 9-5 hard-fought win yesterday down in Pasadena over the Arroyo Seco Saints, and they look to continue their 8-game win streak overall, 7 in CCL play tonight against the Philippines, which were already one of the losses for one of the teams the Oaks beat, I should say, during this win streak. But a non-league contest for the Oaks against this Philippines squad. It's a little different from the last time we saw them. They have Gonzago leading things off with Owen Stevenson batting second. Thaden Miller bats third, playing center field, with A.J. Angel playing first base as the cleanup man. The designated hitter is C.J. Alinas, with Lord Aragorn de Vera batting sixth at shortstop. Ben Sawyer is the catcher. He bats seventh, with another de Vera batting eighth, and Tyler Haruda, the nine-hitter. We don't have all the first names for the Philippines players, so we'll do our best to relay who's hitting and such for the Philippines team that's going up against Nate Hernandez, who's getting the start today for the Oaks, as he's been primarily a reliever. This will be his fourth appearance and his second start for Nate in CCL play. He's 7 innings, 5 earned runs allowed. When Hernandez is at his best, he's usually getting pretty efficient innings. Not going to be the hardest thrower, but he'll look to paint the corners and locate his pitch as well to get some weak contact. The defense for Nate Hernandez is as follows. The outfield left to right: Austin Carrillo, Jack Brooks making his first start in center field, and Lucas Danielewicz playing right. And in the infield, Reeve Boyd at third base, Alon Camarillo plays short, Nick Leahy at second, with Tanner Beltowski playing first base, and Landon West doing the catching for Nate Hernandez. Well, we're just about set to get underway with Kai Gonzago getting ready to lead things off. Hernandez not decided where he's going to be playing ball next year. He misses with his first pitch of the game. 82 on the fastball. It's about where we should see Hernandez sitting at in this one. Maybe he'll hit 83. So that one misses off the plate. 2-0. This one's lifted out to right field. Lucas Danielewicz is there to make the play for out number one. Sorry, we do apologize for the technical difficulty real quick. That one misses in the dirt. This one's shot down the left field line. That's a fair ball into the corner. Cutting it off out there and making the throw in, and it is not in time. Sorry, that's just threw me off a little bit. That's Kai Caranto out there in left field. We do have camera. Did I write the lineup wrong? Oh, sorry. It's actually Caranto leading things off, not Carrillo. I wrote that one down wrong. There we are. We apologize for the big yellow screen in the middle. We do want to advertise our KSPN Sports Center, but we're not trying that hard to advertise it. Finally able to get out of the way, so it was a one-out double. This one's popped up, foul territory. On the right side, Tanner Beltowski heads over, and he watches that one just go over the fence for a foul ball. 2-2 the count to Thad Miller, the center fielder today. For the Philippines, he's out of Chico State. Hernandez looking for his first strikeout of the day. This one's lined over to shortstop. Camarillo makes the catch, and he throws over to second base for an easy double play. Oh, and Stevenson got caught in no man's land there, and Nate Hernandez faces the minimum in a scoreless first inning. We head to the bottom half with Caronto, Brooks, and Leahy coming up. Leading things off for the Oaks in this one is Kai Caronto. It's my mistake by saying that it was Austin Carrillo. Caronto plays left field for the Oaks today. They're facing the left-hander JT Villanueva, who fires a strike in there, catches the corner. The rest of the Oaks lineup is as follows. Behind Kai Caronto is Jack Brooks playing center field, batting second, with Nick Leahy making his return to the lineup at the 3 spot. Landon West bats cleanup. He's doing the catching today, with Dominic Hellman once again batting 5th as the DH. Tanner Beltowski's back in the lineup today. He bats 6th, with Reeve Boyd hitting 7th at third base. Lucas Daniewicz makes his return in the lineup, playing right field, and Alon Camarillo rounds out the lineup for the Oaks. As that one misses inside, 2-1 the count to Kai Caronto. Caronto playing at his home field, Sparky Anderson Field, member of Cal Lutheran. As that one misses in, 3-1 to Kai. Villanueva presents a pretty weird arm slot with the way that he comes home. That one is called a strike at the top of the zone. Not the most velocity coming off the hand of Villanueva, just 76 with his fastball, but a lot of movement, 22 inches of arm side run. Count is full on Caronto. who fouls it away. Coronto is not an easy guy to strike out. In his spring season for Cal Lutheran, only 9 strikeouts for Kai and over 100 at-bats. He takes a walk. Perfect at-bat for a leadoff man. As Jack Brooks comes up with a runner on first and 1 out, and nobody out. It's the 4th walk for Coronto this summer. That one's inside on Jack Brooks. We've seen Brooks play a bit of left and right this summer, but I believe this is the first time we're seeing him start a game out there in center field. That one misses in. It's different to what we saw from Brooks a couple of summers ago when he was with the Oaks, and he got the majority of his innings at second base. But shifting to the outfield as he rolls that one foul. With the lefty Villanueva, Coronto hasn't had the biggest lead over there at first base, but a really good base runner is Coronto. As that one hits Jack Brooks. It's the 2nd consecutive game in which Brooks has been hit by a pitch. The first 2 men have reached for the Oaks in the bottom of the 1st inning. In steps Nick Leahy, who hasn't played a game for the Oaks since last weekend. Got hit by a pitch on the hand. Remained in the game for a couple innings before coming out of that one, and he hasn't been with the Oaks this week. Good to see Nick back in the lineup, though. Up there with 2 runners on and nobody out. Leahy's been swinging it well when he's been around. Just 19 at-bats, but 7 hits, hitting .368. As he watches that changeup miss away. Count's even up at 1. All 7 hits for Leahy have been singles. There goes Coronto. And following him is Jack Brooks. It's a double steal for the Oaks. Not even a throw into third base. It was clearly a situation there where Coronto got the timing down. And once Jack Brooks saw Kai was halfway to third base, he broke for second. The infield is halfway for the Philippines. This one's popped up right behind the mound. Calling it as the first baseman on Hell, who makes the catch on top of the mound for out number 1. Brings up Landon West with 2 men in scoring position. West came into the game late yesterday. Picked up a single. Talking to him after the game, he was very pleased with his at-bat. Did say that he wished it would have gotten through. Could have picked up an RBI, but a nice diving stop by the Saints shortstop Tyler Gordon yesterday to keep that one on the infield. That changeup misses away. It's good to see West back behind the plate. Yesterday was the first time we've seen him catch since he fouled that ball off his kneecap last weekend. It was in the same game that Leahy got hurt. The Philippines had their infield in, but they now retreat to the edge of the grass. West has done a really good job in these spots up to this point. 11 RBI, which is 3rd on the team behind Kenlinger's 13 and Carrillo's 12. Tommy took the team lead in that category last night after a 2 RBI triple in the 9th. Getting the day off today, though, for Kenlinger. Well-deserved off day after his 3-hit performance last night. This 3-1 to West is driven out to deep left field. Going back on it and making the catch is Gonzago. Coming in to score is Caranto. And a good piece of hitting there by Landon West. Not trying to do too much there from Landon, knowing that just about any ball in play would give the Oaks the first run of this game. And he elevates one more than deep enough to score Caranto, who scores his 7th run of the year. It's Dominic Hellman up there now, the DH today for the Oaks. Hellman played in yesterday's game and went 1 for 4, but did pick up what at the time was a go-ahead RBI single. He's ahead of the count now, 3-0. Waiting on deck is Tanner Beltowski with first base open. Hellman takes a fastball, caught a strike on the corner. 26 inches of run on that pitch from Villanueva. Good jump at second base by Brooks, who's into third without a throw. The Oaks are getting the timing down to Villanueva. Brooks, with his speed, was in there easily at third base. With that 2-out walk, it brings up Tanner Beltowski. A chance to extend the lead here in the first inning. Brooks at third, Hellman at first. That one ruled a strike. Beltowski had a tough day yesterday. 4 strikeout day for Tanner. Did pick up an RBI knock though. Oftentimes in this first and third situation, the Oaks might send the runner on first, but as there goes Hellman on the ball in the dirt. He slides in safely, and coming to score is Brooks. Dom Hellman showing off the wheels a little bit. It's a good jump by Hellman on the ball in the dirt, and kind of surprising to see the catcher Sawyer make the throw down to second. Beltowski swings over the top of that one. 2-2 the count to Tanner. That one misses outside. Beltowski getting 235 coming into play today. The 3-2. Fouled away. Even though the average is just below 240, his on-base percentage is still over 400, as he has walked 8 times. Another walk right here. Really good at bat from Tanner Beltowski, who draws a 2-out walk. The second consecutive 2-out walk surrendered by JT Villanueva. And that gives the young buck, Reeve Boyd, a chance. With Hellman at second, Beltowski at first. 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning. Well, we mentioned that Villanueva doesn't have the highest velocity, but just a ton of run on his fastball. About 2 feet of run. As that one is called a strike. It's an unhittable location if he gets that call every time. Right on the inside corner. Boyd has to protect now. 0-2. He watches a breaking ball miss in the dirt. There's a backdoor breaking ball that gets Reeve Boyd swinging. The Oaks strand a pair in the first, but they also score a pair. So we head to the second. Nate Hernandez back out with a 2-0 lead. Top of the second inning here. Oaks lead 2-0. They are getting out hit after one inning. One hit for the Philippines, nothing for the Oaks, but the Oaks still were able to plate 2 runs. It was the walk by Carranza, then a hit by pitch from Brooks. They did a double steal to get in a scoring position, and then a sac fly. And another double steal scored those 2 runs. For the Philippines, they got a 1-out double in the top of the first inning from Owen Stevenson. But he was erased on an inning-ending lineout off the bat of Thad Miller. It's the first baseman, AJ Angel, up there. Out of Cal State LA. He watches that breaking ball miss inside. Fastball up and away. Counts full. No strikeouts for Hernandez in that first inning. And he hits the leadoff man to begin the second. Hernandez got ahead of the count 1-2. But then a couple of misses. And on the payoff pitch, he hits Angel. CJ Alinas up there now. He's the DH for the Philippines. Out of Pierce College here in LA. Goes after the first one and fouls it away. As far as efficiency goes, for the 2 pitchers, could not be more different. First innings. Nate Hernandez just 10 pitches. 36 thrown by JT Villanueva. having to duck out of the way as that one is Alinas. Hernandez struggling a little bit with command here in the second. Pretty similar misses. A lot of fastballs missing up and in. As that one's in down the middle, but it's smoked into right center field. Jack Brooks makes the catch on the run. They have a chance to double off another runner, and they do. Another double play turn by the Oaks defense that could have easily been avoided by some better base running for the Philippines. Well, you'll take it if you're Nate Hernandez. That's 2 innings where the Philippines have gotten a hold of a ball right at a player, and it's resulted in 2 outs. Nice play on the run and to fire an inaccurate throw by Jack Brooks. Oftentimes we'll see a center fielder or an outfielder make a play like that. They see they have a chance to get the runner, sometimes get too excited, maybe overthrow that baseball a little bit, but Brooks with a perfect one-hop over there to Beltowski. It's a quick pitch from Nate Hernandez. Did freeze the hitter Devera, but the pitch did miss outside. It's a nice wrinkle there from Hernandez, something we haven't really seen. He rolls over a breaking ball here to Reeve Boyd, who sets his feet and fires an inaccurate throw, pulling Beltowski off the bag. That'll go down as an error by Reeve Boyd. Definitely a routine play over there. Just misfired on the throw. It's the catcher now, Ben Sawyer, out of Cal State Monterey Bay. Sawyer doesn't have any stats at Monterey Bay. Might have redshirted this past year. He's doing the catching today. That's a great location on a fastball. Catching the corner. That's what we talked about with Hernandez. Just 79 miles an hour on that pitch, but just a perfect location on the outside corner. It's quickly ahead 0-2. Does not need to throw a strike. Instead picks over. Easily back is Devera. Count is 0-2 to Ben Sawyer. He lifts this one foul and out of play. A lot of these Philippines players do play at junior colleges, so Sawyer, one of just a few that are playing at a university at Cal State Monterey. There goes the runner. This one's chopped over to shortstop. The sure-handed Alon Camarillo is there. And Mason makes a nice looking throw on the run to get it out of this second inning. Oaks still lead 2-0 as we head to the bottom half. 8-9-1 coming up. Bottom of the second inning, Lucas Danielewicz leads things off for the Oaks, who sent 7 batters to the plate in the first inning. They did not pick up a hit, but did score 2 runs. Those coming on a Landon West sacrifice fly. And Dominic Hellman advancing to second on a wild pitch, with Jack Brooks coming in to score on the throw to second base. Danielewicz hitting .276 this summer. OPS 727. Hasn't been an everyday player for the Oaks, but has certainly produced when he's been in there. Also plays really good defense. He's got a strong arm out there in right field. Look for him to, this one's called a strike on the inside corner. Hearing some no ways, among other things, coming from the Oaks dugout. 3-2. Ball 4. Danielewicz waited an extra second on that one to make sure that it wasn't called a strike. It's the 5th walk of the season for Lucas. And up comes Alon Camarillo. Hitting .242. Takes the ball from Villanueva. There's just so much arm side run on this pitch. It's really a lot of movement on the fastball from Villanueva. Camarillo drives this one out to right center field. Miller is there to make the play. He tries to throw back over to double off Danielewicz. He was back easily. Good looking swing there from Alon Camarillo. 88 off the bat. Good barrel, just got underneath it. It's the top of the lineup now. Kai Caranto takes a strike at the knees. Already the second time today that Kai's up there. He scored the Oaks' first run of this one after walking in the first. 36 pitches needed for JT Villanueva to get out of the first inning. Good block from Ben Sawyer on a pitch in the dirt. We've seen, especially over the last few games or so, the Oaks have been extra aggressive on balls in the dirt. Just about any time they see downward angle, they're going. So nice job there from Sawyer to keep Danielewicz put at first base. Another hitter's count for the Oaks. Seems like just about every hitter's in a 3-ball count. Caranto goes after ball 4, fouling it away. Count is full, 3-2. We know Caranto's a great bat-to-ball guy. We'll see if Danielewicz runs. He does. Pitches in the dirt for ball 4. Second walk of the day for Caranto. The 5th walk already surrendered by Villanueva. That's 5 walks plus a hit by pitch. And this is the man you hit, Jack Brooks. That was just last inning. Danielewicz at second, Caranto at first. 1 out in the bottom of the second inning. That breaking ball from Villanueva is very slow. Another breaking ball. Good take from Brooks. Just 63 miles an hour on that pitch. This is the second time in a week that the Oaks have seen Team Philippines. But other than that, a lot of these hitters haven't seen velocity this low in quite some time. See if Brooks can tee off on a 3-1 pitch. As it misses inside. Thought it might have gotten him again. Either way, it's ball 4. And the bases are loaded. Just one out here in the second inning. No mound visit for Villanueva, who they're trusting has enough in the tank to get out of this. This one's called a strike at the top of the zone. It's Nick Leahy, who's popped up today. Takes the ball. 1-1. Leahy's pop out in the first came with second and third, nobody out. He hits this one sharply to second base, and it kicks off the leg of Stevenson into left field. 2 runs coming to score. Going first to third is Brooks. That was a bizarre hop deflecting off of Stevenson. The scoreboard here gives Leahy a hit. What are we thinking on that?
It was hard hit, but it hit his leg. Yeah, I think it was an error.
Looks like the consensus up here, and with our official scorer, Hunter, is that it's going to be ruled an error. So unfortunately for Nick, he doesn't get the 2 RBIs. Still a chance for more. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Good base running from Leahy to go on a ball in dirt. Nearly the same situation as the first inning, but Brooks doesn't come in to score this time because the shortstop for the Philippines cut off the throw, expecting Brooks to run. 2 men in scoring position, 1 out. Already 2 runs home this inning. This one shot into the gap in left center field. That's going to score 2. Landon West heads for second base. He has a stand-up double, and the Oaks lead 6-0. Landon West already with 3 RBIs in this one, and that is going to do it for JT Villanueva. Just 1 1/3 innings, 6 runs allowed, and still responsible for West out there on second base. We'll be right back. Dominic Hellman up there to face the new pitcher, Stefano Gonzalez, out of Pierce College. The Oaks have broken this one open. They lead 6-0 on just one hit, if you can believe it. This one's fouled in the dugout. The big error this inning was by the second baseman Stevenson on a potential double play ball. Granted, it wasn't the easiest play, but one that you expect a collegiate shortstop to make, and kicked off his knee or something, bounced very far, all the way into left field, which allowed both Danielitz and Caranto to come around to score. And then the big hit came from Landon West, who drove a double into left center, scoring Brooks and Leahy, which is where we stand right now. Dominic Hellman, the first batter that Stefano Gonzalez faces. He goes after this breaking ball, pops it up on the infield. Nobody's calling it. And at the last second, the third baseman, De Vera, makes a nice sliding play. Nearly a disaster for the Philippines there, but really heads-up play and athletic play by the third baseman, De Vera. It's hard enough to decide at the last second he's going to catch that ball, but to have to make a sliding play like that makes it all the more impressive. Up there now is Tanner Baltowski, who takes a breaking ball. It looks like we had a cross-up. He's the catcher. Sawyer's going to head out to the mound. He was pretty impressive, the fact that he even caught that ball, as he was clearly expecting a fastball and moved his glove up, and then seeing the late break, quickly moved it back and was still able to make the catch. But him moving the glove like that did cost them a strike. There's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Tanner walked after a really good at-bat in the first inning. There's a ball in the dirt. Landon West advanced to third base. The wild pitch has been a key factor the last couple games for the Oaks. Yesterday we saw them score 4 of their first 7 runs on wild pitches. That one's away. It's weird looking at the scoreboard and seeing both teams with 1 hit, but then the Oaks have 6 runs. They picked up the 1 hit when it mattered, the double off the bat of West. This one misses outside. Baltowski takes his second walk of the game. Puts runners at the corners. 2 outs for Reeve Boyd. He's the 9th Oaks hitter to get a plate appearance this inning. Boyd was the last out of the first, striking out. Looking to avoid being the last out of the second. That fastball catches the corner. The count is even at 1. It's already different for the Philippines today as far as their starting pitching situation goes. The last time we played them, they only had 3 available pitchers, so their starter went 5 and threw 100 pitches. But today Villanueva goes just the 1 1/3, replaced by Stefano Gonzalez. This one misses inside, 3-1. Should Boyd walk here, Danielitz would come up for the second time in the inning. 3-1. It's in there for a strike. Count is full 3-2 on Reeve Boyd. Runner goes, and Boyd goes down swinging. Second time in as many innings that Boyd's gone down in strikes. But the Oaks cash in with 4 runs in this second inning. They lead 6-0 as we head to the third with Nate Hernandez back on the mound. First pitch from Nate Hernandez, and this third inning misses outside. Hernandez out there for his third inning of work. We saw him start a couple of games. First against the Coastal Dodgers in a non-league contest, going 4 innings in that appearance. And he also started one other league game. But since then, we've only seen Hernandez in 1-inning increments, usually pitching out of relief. But today, Coach Solis freeing the reins a little bit, letting Hernandez throw multiple innings. He's threw 2 shutout up to this point. Just 25 pitches. After falling behind 3-0, he's got the count full on Devera. His payoff pitch. It's popped up on the right side, headed towards foul territory. Long run for Beltowski, who's not going to get there. And we'll do the 3-2 again. Hernandez has yet to walk a batter or strike a guy out. Both of those hanging the balance in this 3-2 pitch. The second payoff pitch of the at-bat to Devera is on the way. And he swings and misses. First strikeout of the day for Nate Hernandez. Going with the high cheese, blowing it by him. For Hernandez, that is strikeout number 7 on the summer. Brings up the 9-hole hitter, Tyler Haruda. He's playing right field today. That one's fouled back. 1-1. There is no action in the Oaks bullpen. We'll see if Hernandez gets another inning after this. The little front door breaking ball called a strike. Best breaking ball he's thrown today. The 1-2. Another breaking ball. This one misses. Not a bad pitch to throw with 2 strikes. Did not need to throw a strike in that situation. Looked for the chase but didn't get it. This one's fouled along the third base line. Line shot off the glove of Beltowski at first base. Trying to throw it over to Hernandez. And it gets by. And now they're going to tag the base runner. They call him safe. The Oaks dugout is very adamant that he took a hesitation step towards second base. Looked like a lot of people saw it. Because the rule is, even if he didn't really take a step, if he looked towards second, just took a half step that direction, and they tag him out, he should be ruled out. Nice job by the catcher, Landon West, to back up the throw, not allow it to go in the dugout. Guess the Oaks don't feel any need to argue that call, both given that it's a 6-run game, but also not sure if either of the other umpires can have a view of that one. But just given how confident the Oaks dugout sounded, you have to imagine there was a bit of a hesitation. Heck of a play by Beltowski to keep the ball close, though. Definitely looked like it was going to be a single in right field, and Tanner was able to get a glove on it. Just couldn't fire an accurate throw over to Hernandez. The top of the lineup now, Kai Gonzago, who lifts this one in his shallow left field. Already playing in was Caranto. He makes the catch easily for out number 2. Brings up Owen Stevenson. He was the guy who hit that double for the Philippines down the left field line. But then he was subsequently doubled off on the next hitter after Miller lined out to shortstop. Scott Radinsky has picked up a glove and walked down to the bullpen, but he is all by his lonesome. Could just be stretching to get ready to go in a couple innings. That one misses high. 2-0. Haruda at first with 2 out in this 3rd inning. Broken bat, right back to the mound. Hernandez flips over to first base. And another scoreless inning for Nate Hernandez. He threw 3 here at Sparky Anderson Field with the Oaks leading 6-0. First pitch to Lucas Danielitz ruled a ball. He led off the last inning with a walk before coming around to score. Hits this one on the ground at second base. Nice play on the run over there by Stevenson to retire Danielitz for the first out. In steps Alon Camarillo. As always, Alon Camarillo's walk-up song just getting rave reviews. That one's in there for a strike. Camarillo put a good swing on a ball flying out to center field. Stefano Gonzalez is still the pitcher. This one's popped up shallow center. It's a long run out there. Nobody's going to make the play. Camarillo picks up a bloop single. Once again, for the second consecutive night, we're joined on the broadcast by a very special guest, Miss McKenna Solis. Welcome.
Hey, I heard that people were loving me on the broadcast, so here I am.
Yeah, you got
I heard no one say that, but I
mean, did you read the comments on the YouTube?
I was getting hyped up.
They're a fan. Had to bring you back.
Hey, it's fun. I like it.
Yeah, we checked the reviews. Got high praise. So
Hey, thank you.
first pitch to Kai Caranto is upstairs. Away games and home games are very different for you, huh, as far as your duties go?
Yes. Well, yeah. I'm a lot more busy on home games. Leading up to the first pitch, I'm busy, but then once it starts, I allow myself to take a break and just relax and go and hang out with everyone. I'll go downstairs in the press box. I'll come up here and hang out for a little. I'll go in the dugout and hang out a little.
Kai Caranto flies one out to center field. Yeah, it seems like during the game you're just all over the place, wherever you feel like being.
Yeah. There's more to do during the game, which I like. I enjoy. But then it's also nice to just kind of sit back, relax, and watch baseball. You know?
Of course. Jack Brooks is up there. He fouls that one away. Well, obviously Brooks was here 2 summers ago, then wasn't with the Oaks last summer, back this year. Have you noticed any change in Jack Brooks the last couple of years?
He's definitely put on some more muscle. He was a high school graduate when he came to us 2 years ago, so he was a lot smaller, and now he definitely looks more, got a structure to him, you know. It definitely seems like he swings the bat a lot harder. Yeah.
He's so fast.
He is. He's speedy.
Yeah, we saw yesterday he got down the line on one of those ground balls that he hit. So he hits this one on the ground again over the first base. Angel steps in the bag to retire the side. The first scoreless inning of the game for Team Philippines. Stefano Gonzalez pitches a scoreless third. And it looks like Nate Hernandez's day is done. Scott Radinsky in to pitch the fourth for the Oaks. Top of the fourth inning. Oaks lead 6-0. McKenna's still with us in the booth.
Yes, sir.
Scott Radinsky replaces Nate Hernandez, who's done after 3 scoreless innings. 2 hits, 1 strikeout for Nate. Makes way for Radinsky, who has given up 6 runs in 4 innings. As this one's chopped on the ground to shortstop, Camarillo has a long throw, and he fires it strongly and accurately to get Miller.
It's a great play.
That's a long throw out there at shortstop, and he didn't really have much momentum behind it, but fires it accurately to get Miller on the first pitch. Is that another thing you taught him?
Yeah, everything they know because of me.
That brings up AJ Angel. He was hit by a pitch. Shows bunt. Pulls back. Might have been a fake bunt all the way. Just after Radinsky had a 1 pitch out. There already is someone throwing for the Oaks in the bullpen. That one's in there for a ball. Looked like a pretty good location there.
Yeah, I thought it was, yeah.
And in a 6-0 game, all you got to do is throw strikes in this situation if you're the Oaks. Team that doesn't have the most prolific offensive numbers for the Philippines. Oh, and this is high. 3-1. It's really been the one issue for Radinsky, those walks. Allowing 9 walks in 4 innings. Only 3 hits allowed, though. Oh, and this is outside.
Now batting for Team Philippines, designated hitter, number 13.
Radinsky will look for
CJ.
a double play ball here. I know we've talked about it before, but Scott Radinsky, son of former Oaks pitching coach Scott Radinsky, who wasn't here this summer for the first time in quite some time, huh?
Yeah, he's coaching in Europe. I forgot what part.
Is it Austria?
It's something like that, yeah. He's there for 6 months, I want to say. He's been doing it for a little while, like a lot shorter, but this is the longest he's gone, and I mean, it's a cool opportunity, so I would go too.
Yeah, hard to
Totally
pass
would
up on
go,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, it's always cool to see just extra coaching or playing opportunities open up overseas. This one's hit on the ground to second base. On to second for 1, over to first in time for a double play. What an inning for Scott Radinsky. Just the 1 walk and then picks up an inning-ending double play, facing the minimum and keeping the score 6-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Heart of the Oaks line up to lead things off in this fourth inning. Nick Leahy up there for the third time today already. Has popped up and reached on an error. Good to see Nick back in the lineup after about a week off with that hand injury. Leahy did score a run in that second inning as well. He goes after the first pitch. Skies it into right field. Coming in and making the catch is Haruta for the first out. Can you see who that is warming up for the Oaks?
Yes. I think it's Brian Uribe. Yes, indeed.
Awesome, thank you.
You're welcome. Just your stats person, right?
Yeah. So then maybe just the one inning for Scott Radinsky. He only needed 7 pitches to pitch a scoreless fourth. Landon West up there, he's having himself a day. 1 for 1, 2 RBI double, and a sac fly. Now another hit for Landon. Very easy guy to root for, Landon West.
Very nice kid. It might be the nicest person I've ever met.
Big compliment.
Yeah.
Yeah. West, always very respectful anytime you interact with him.
Mm-hmm. It's just always appreciated, you know?
Of course. Do you know that Landon pitched 2/3 of an inning this year? As that one
Really?
flied into center field off the bat of Dominic Hellman. It's caught out there by Miller. Yeah.
How'd he do?
I should know that, huh?
Was he just like an emergency type thing?
Should probably know that too.
I'll
All I
ask
know
him.
is that he threw 2/3 of an inning.
We'll ask him next time we see
Let's ask him.
Huh. Hey, catch, first base, pitch.
Does it all. And he's one of the nicest people you've ever met. So
There you go.
There you go. The first pitch to Tanner Baltowski is a breaking ball that he watches miss below the zone. Tanner's walked in both of his plate appearances today, so yet to officially register an at-bat. Baltowski getting his second consecutive start today. And he hits that one sharply into left field for a base hit. Unfortunately, the exit velocity didn't pick up on that pitch, but it's a hard hit ball for sure.
Looked hard to me.
You got a miles per hour?
Ooh, maybe 97.
Okay.
Do you think?
Yeah, that could.
Think that's close?
Yeah, no, for sure. It's a very fair guess. Two men on and 2 out for Reeve Boyd, who goes after a breaking ball and rolls it over to shortstop. Easy flip over to second base, and the Oaks leave a pair on. Stefano Gonzalez is now through 2 1/3 scoreless out of relief. We'll see if it is indeed Brian Uribe coming out to pitch the 5th inning, replacing Scott Radinsky. Top of the 5th inning. Brian Uribe replaces Scott Radinsky, who goes just the one scoreless inning of relief. This one's lined into right field for a base hit. Looks like it might be 1 inning per reliever in this one for the Oaks. They already have a right-hander throwing. Looks like Damon Villa for Uribe's even gotten it out in this 5th. It's a leadoff single for Devera, which brings up the catcher Ben Sawyer. That breaking ball's in there for a strike. Sawyer grounded out back in the 2nd inning. Nasty looking breaking ball. Swing and miss. It's a great pitch from Uribe, who has struck out 3 batters in 1 2/3 for the Oaks. It's a nice looking curveball, or slider I should say. Sawyer's able to take it. It's 1-2. 1-2 is swung and a missed. Great location on the fastball. Right on the corner from Uribe. Even if Sawyer didn't swing at that one, would have been called strike 3. For Uribe, this will be his 3rd appearance. 4 runs allowed in 1 2/3, which gives him an ERA over 20, but it was really just the one blip, the one bad outing. His other outing was solid. He comes in today leading 6-0. So he knows that he really doesn't need to do too much. Just throw strikes and let the defense work. He fires in a fastball that's fouled back. It's Devera up there. He was the lone strikeout victim of Nate Hernandez. Just 2 strikeouts for the Oaks pitching staff up to this point. Another slider that he's got that pitch working. Right on the corner. Nothing you can do about that as a hitter. Let's see if he doubles up on it. Devera leads off first. 1-2 back pick attempt. Back in safely. Uribe tried to go with the high heat. Looking for a chase in that situation, but Devera lays off the fastball up. The 2-2. Another fastball out of the zone. Landon West had a jump to corral that one. See if Devera's running on this payoff pitch. Breaking ball in there for strike 3. Textbook front door breaking ball from Brian Uribe that just catches the inside of the strike zone for strike 3. Second consecutive strikeout for Uribe. 3 on the day overall for the Oaks pitching staff. And that brings up the 9-hitter, Tyler Haruda, who goes after the first pitch and fouls it back. Haruda has a single in this one for the Philippines, who are only being out hit 4-3. But the Oaks have played at 6. Getting those runs in a variety of fashions. That one's on the corner. 1-2. There goes the runner. The pitch is fouled away. Uribe went with the breaking ball on that 1-2 pitch, looking for the chase. But the pitch stayed up just a little bit too much, which is what allowed Haruda to foul it away. We expect this to be just the one inning for Brian Uribe with Damon Villa already warming. And this breaking ball is lifted out to center field, but right there is Jack Brooks, who makes the play. And that is the third out of this 5th inning. There's a little miscommunication on the bases for the Philippines. Got confused as far as the outs go just because it was listed as 1 out on the scoreboard. But that was the third out of the inning. We're halfway through this game. Oaks lead 6-0.
Now batting for the Oaks, right fielder.
8-9-1
Lucas Danielewicz.
for the Oaks to begin the bottom of the 5th inning. Lucas Danielewicz for the 3rd time today. He takes a strike on a breaking ball. Lucas is 0 for 1 today. Did walk and score a run. He hits this breaking ball over to third base, and booting it is De Vera. That'll be another error by the Philippines.
Now batting for the Oaks, shortstop, number 1, Alon Camarillo.
Alon Camarillo is up there. 1 for 2 day up to this point for Camarillo, who put a really good swing on a ball his first at bat, flying out to the right center field gap, and then his next at bat just pops one up, and luckily enough for him, it fell behind the bag at second base for a bloop single. So that's baseball for you. The count's even at 1 on Alon. There goes Danielewicz. Camarillo swings and fouls it back. Possibly a hit and run right there. for Danielitz. 2 stolen bases this summer as he goes again. This one is slap foul again. Not much you can do with that pitch. And in a 2 strike count, exactly what you're looking for from Camarillo. Might have been off the plate a little bit, but you never know with these CCL umpires. Best thing you can do is just slap it foul. And he hits that one sharply over to shortstop. Textbook double play ball over to first, and it's in time to get him. It's a close call over there at first base, but Camarillo's ruled out. 6-4-3 double play, and the error is erased. Good turn by the middle infield of the Philippines, DeVera and Stevenson, which brings up the top of the lineup in Kai Caranto, who goes after the first pitch and hits it to second base. Stevenson is there. And the minimum is faced here in the 5th inning by Stefano Gonzalez. We head to the 6th. Damien Villa in to pitch for the Oaks. Top of the lineup for the Philippines to begin this 6th inning. Kai Gonzago for the 3rd time today. A couple of flyouts for Gonzago in this one. He's facing the new pitcher for the Oaks, Damon Villa. He slaps the first one foul towards the Oaks dugout. Villa replaces Brian Uribe, who went 1 scoreless inning, allowing 1 hit and striking out a couple of batters. For Villa, he's an ERA just below 10 in 5 appearances. But he has only walked just 1 batter in 6 1/3 innings. It's just been the 13 hits that's been an issue. which, from a coaching perspective, honestly, you'll take, especially in summer ball. You don't want guys walking people all over the yard. Just want throw strikes, let your defense work. That one's outside. 3-1 to Gonzaga. This one's hit on the ground off the glove of Villa into center field for a base hit. Gonzaga picks up his first hit of the day.
Now batting for Team Philippines, second baseman, number 11, Owen Stevenson.
It's Owen Stevenson now. He's 1 for 2 with a double. Stevenson out of Kentucky Wesleyan University. He takes a strike. Loopy looking breaking ball from Villa there. 68 miles an hour. Gonzaga's at first. Nobody out. Top of the 6th inning here. There's a breaking ball that's hit on the line. Foul into the Oaks bullpen. Being retrieved down there by the Oaks' amazing bullpen catcher, Mario. They're having to hold up play a little bit as the ball crept into fair territory. When we come back, though, it'll be 0-2 to Stevenson. Villa's got his sign. He watches that breaking ball just miss. Excellent location by Damon. That was a strike for a long time. And even with where it ended up, could have been ruled strike 3. The 1-2, the runner goes. Ball's hit in the air in left center field. Making the plays, Jack Brooks. Gonzaga retreats back to the bag.
Now batting for Team Philippines, center fielder,
Damon Villa feeling pretty good out there. Velocity up a little bit more than we see from him. He's got a really interesting story, does Villa. Didn't play this year, this past spring. Was one of the team managers with the UCLA baseball program. But getting an opportunity to play this summer as he's looking to continue his baseball career. Potentially maybe walk on at UCLA or maybe elsewhere if that doesn't work out. Obviously a very tough program to join. But really cool to see Villa out on the mound and giving himself an opportunity to play some Division I baseball. Thad Miller up there. He's 0 for 2 today. Did line into a double play. There goes the runner. Ball is popped up, foul territory behind home plate. And it'll hit the roof just above the bleachers. Kind of a bizarre count for a hit and run being 2-0, but that's definitely what it looked like just given the swing of Miller. That fastball was up and away, and it kind of looked like a 2-strike swing where he was being protective, which isn't what you want in a 2-0 count. It's now a few times that we've seen Gonzaga break for second, but the ball's either been put in play or hit foul. Landon West hasn't really had to show off his arm at all today. Hasn't been any steal attempts for the Philippines that have required a throw, as this one's hit sharply in the air to right center field. Going back on it is Brooks, and he makes a nice catch just shy of the warning track out there in center field. Really good swing off the bat of Miller, who doesn't get rewarded with a hit, as Jack Brooks ran down that ball 347 feet away in the gap. 93 off the bat of Miller. Jack Brooks continues to show off the speed, whether it's on the bases or in the field. That changeup, maybe the first changeup we've seen from Villa. Second changeup, as our amazing TrackMan guy Trent lets me know. AJ Angel, who hasn't registered a plate appearance or who hasn't registered an at-bat in his 2 plate appearances. A walk and a hit by pitch for him, both times he's been up there. It's a nice breaking ball again. They appealed to first. He did not go. If anything, that would have been a called strike. But not getting the call is Villa. He picks over. Easily back as Gonzaga. There goes the runner. The throw from West is accurate and in time to get him. Perfect throw from Landon West, as Nick Leahy can just hold his glove down and wait for the ball to travel and put an easy tag down to get Gonzaga to end this 6th inning. A scoreless 6th once again. This Oaks bullpen has really been holding it down. We head to the bottom half with the Oaks leading 6-0. Jack Brooks leads things off for the Oaks in the bottom of the 6th inning. They'll be happy to finally see anyone but Stefano Gonzalez in this one, who went 3 2/3 scoreless after replacing the starter Villanueva. The new pitcher for the Philippines is Brendan Panis, who started the game between these two teams the last time. Jack Brooks skies this one out into left field. Routine play made by Gonzago. Well, we talked about earlier in this one how last time these two teams faced, the Philippines didn't bring many pitchers, and Panis was forced to go 5 innings and 100 pitches to start with just a couple of guys behind him. And it could be a similar situation today, but just flipped. As the bullpen for the Philippines gets through the first 5, but given the number of pitches that Panis threw the last time these two teams faced, I have to imagine the plan is for him to finish this game unless the Oaks offense really starts to get to him. That one called a strike on the corner to Nick Leahy, who's 0 for 3 in this one. He was the batter that hit a sharply hit ground ball up the middle that hit off the glove of the second baseman Stevenson and rolled all the way in the left field. So that went down as an error. Nick, unfortunately, didn't get the 2 RBIs. A couple of runs came in to score on that one. He hits this one on the ground to shortstop. It's going to be a long throw for De Vera, who fires it, and it just pulls the first baseman, Angel, off the bag. Close play over there at first base. Angel hearing it a little bit from his teammates. He thought he might have kept the foot. And an error for the shortstop De Vera. It's the second time that Leahy's been aboard via the air in this one. You got a hit on that one, Trent? Big Dog Trent has that one down as a hit. Score people having an error. It's Landon West up there, who's having himself a day. 2 for 2. 3 runs batted in. Swings through that one. Drove in a run and a sacrifice fly in the first. And then 2 came across on his double in the second. He fouls this one. Looked like off his foot. 2-2. Jaden Valdez is getting loose for the Oaks in the bullpen. We'll see if they send Villa out for another inning. That one's inside. Count is full, 3-2. See if Leahy runs here. He does indeed go. West fouls this one back. We should also mention a little coaching carousel on the bases today for the Oaks. Third base coach Parker is not here today. So Aaron is doing the coaching over at third base. He moved from first to third, which allows Jose to coach first base today for the Oaks. 3-2. Changeup that misses. Nice looking pitch from Panis. But West watches the miss. He's now reached in all of his plate appearances today. Dom Hellman up there for the 4th time today. Watches a breaking ball catch the corner for a strike. Hellman is 0 for 2 with a walk. And he hits this one in there to right center field. Haruda is there. Tagging is Leahy. The throw is cut off. Staying at first is West. And the Oaks have runners at the corners with 2 outs.
Now batting for the Oaks, first baseman, number 29, Tanner Beltowski.
That brings up Tanner Beltowski, who has reached in all 3 plate appearances today. 2 walks and a single. The Oaks haven't scored since the 2nd inning of this one. Beltowski a chance to change that right here. With Leahy at third. It was 2 in the first, 4 in the second for the Oaks, and nothing since. This one has popped up in foul territory over by first base. Calling and catching is the first baseman, Angel. So another scoreless inning of relief for this Philippines bullpen. We head to the 7th inning of this one. Damon Villa back out to pitch for the Oaks. The Oaks have made a defensive change here in the 7th inning. Looks like it's only one. Maxaw Day comes in to play first base. He replaces Tanner Beltowski. I don't see any other changes for the Oaks. So we have a pinch hitter as well, instead of AJ Angel. Oof, just missing off the outer half. The pinch hitter is number 20, which isn't on their roster, so. Stefan Leo, the pinch hitter. Once again, Trent providing all the stats for us. Trackman guy, he does it all. One and two. The count to Leo. That one is chopped back towards the mound. Landon West calls for it. He picks it up, and that's a nice play by Landon West, who fields his position well and throws out the pinch hitter, Leo.
Now batting for Team Philippines, designated hitter, number 13, CJ Alinas.
Brings up CJ Alinas. He's 0 for 2 in this one and has grounded into 2 double plays. Well, actually hit into 2 double plays, I should say. Grounded into 1 and lined into 1. Lined one into center field that Jack Brooks made a nice play on the run for, and doubling off the runner at first base. That one's in there for a strike, 1-1. Nice looking breaking ball. Gets a chase on a pitch in the dirt. 1-2. See if he doubles up on it. He does just that, and it's hit on the ground to second base. Nick Leahy is there. He takes a couple of steps before throwing out a Linus. 2 up, 2 down to begin this 7th. And that's going to prompt a mound visit from Coach Solis, probably taking the ball from him, and he is. Great job from Damon. He'll get some props from his catcher, Landon West. And he'll get a lot of claps on the back and pats from his teammates. Jaden Valdez replaces Damon Villa. Jaden Valdez replaces Damon Villa, who goes 1 2/3. 1 hit allowed. No runs, no walks, no strikeouts. Valdez in there for his 4th appearance. 3 1/3. Just 1 earned run allowed up to this point. Good for a 2.70 ERA. This one's popped into shallow left field. That's going to draw up for a base hit. Not the hardest hit ball, but placed well off the bat of De Vera. In there for a 2-out single. Unlucky for Jaden Valdez.
Now batting for Team Philippines, number 21, Josh Magnetic.
Another pinch hitter. Instead of Ben Sawyer, It's Josh Magnet. Presumably he'll be doing the catching, as Sawyer is the catcher for the Philippines today. Sawyer was 0 for 2 before being pulled from this one. That pitch from Valdez hits Magnet.
Now batting for Team Philippines, number 2, Stephen Murray.
Another pinch hitter. This is Stephen Murray to hit for De Vera out of Pierce College. De Vera was 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts before being removed from this one. Perfect fastball on the corner from Jaden Valdez to pick up a strikeout, and then the threat in the 7th inning. We stretch here at Sparky Anderson Field with the Oaks leading 6-0. Reeve Boyd leads things off for the Oaks here in the bottom of the 7th inning. So that one's called a strike on the corner. Count is even up at 1. That breaking ball is called a ball off the plate. 2-1. Nobody warming for the Oaks in the bullpen, but this one's driven out to deep right field. Going back on it as the center fielder, and it's off the wall. Reeve Boyd cruises into second base with a leadoff double.
Now batting for the Oaks, right fielder, number 9.
It's an excellent swing by Boyd, who we've seen drive the ball the other way quite a few times this season. This one Straightaway center, 386 feet, 98 off the bat. It's a leadoff double for Boyd. So nobody warming for the Oaks, but Alejandro Hueso is on the mound by himself down there. We did see him pitch last night, and I don't think we've seen any Oaks pitcher pitch on back-to-back days yet this summer. So this is an interesting one to monitor. I don't expect Hueso to come in unless it's a really close game, but it could be a situation where maybe Coach Solis wants him to get used to going back-to-back days. Count is even at 1 on Daniewicz. The Oaks also do have an off day tomorrow. 4th of July off for the Oaks. So everyone can enjoy their holiday. Daniewicz lifts this one out to left field. Making the play is Gonzaga for out number 1.
Now batting for the Oaks, shortstop, number 1, Alon Camarillo.
Alon Camarillo up there. He's 1 for 3 today. Did ground to do a double play. He takes a ball below the zone. That one's in on the hands of Camarillo, who rolls it over to third base. Strong throw from the new third baseman. That is De Vera, who slides over from short to third. Out number 2.
Left fielder, number 7, Kai Toronto.
2 outs now. Kai Caronto, leadoff hitter for the Oaks, up there for his 5th at-bat. His 5th plate appearance, I should say. Only 0 for 2 in this one. 2 walks, 2 runs scored. Caronto hits this one. Foul territory on the first base side. Not making the play is the new catcher, Magnite. Will fall for a foul ball. And Caronto coming into play today, hitting .267. 8 for 30 is Kai. Has the same number of walks and strikeouts. OPS just below 700. He's had a couple of big days recently at the plate, though, has Caronto. So that one catches the corner. One and 2 the count. Reeve Boyd led off the inning with a double. He's been at second for a couple of batters now. This one's shot foul down the third base line. It was the Boyd leadoff double, but then Daniewicz flew out to shallow left before Alon Camarillo grounded out to third base. And it's now the leadoff hitter, Kai Caronto. The runner at second and 2 away. Finds himself in a 1-2 hole. He pops this one up. Foul and out of play. Just over our heads. I just want to give a quick shout out to our main man, Noah, who's been doing the producing today. It's the first time that he's been up here with us, but doing an excellent job. 1-2 to Caronto. Is lined over to shortstop. Nice play to throw across and retire the side. We head to the 8th inning of this one. Oaks leading 6-0.
Now batting for Team Philippines, right fielder, number 5, Tyler Haruta.
Jaden Valdez starts the 8th inning for the Oaks after completing the 7th. Eldridge Armstrong has begun throwing for the Oaks, lightly tossing, I should say, for the Oaks down in the bullpen. Surprised to be seeing him in such a high leverage spot, but could just be a tune-up to get ready for the Foresters this weekend. Valdez quickly gets Haruta in an 0-2 hole. Anytime that we get a chance to see Eldridge Armstrong pitch this summer will be a treat. The 0-2. In on the hands and popping it into shallow left center field. On the run is Kai Carranza to make the catch. And no defensive substitutions for the Oaks, but they have made a change in the defense. Just swapping positions, Max Audet and Landon West. West remains in the game. He's been catching the entire game. He heads over to first base. Audet came in the 7th to play defense, and he slides from first base to catch. As Luis Luers has joined Armstrong down in the bullpen. So I imagine one of them is throwing to get ready to come in the game, and one of them might just be throwing a side bullpen session. This is a check swing. Ball is put in play, though, over to West at first base. He flips over to Valdez. And it's 2 up, 2 down to begin this 8th inning.
Now batting for Team Philippines, second baseman, number 1, JJ Bafuncito.
And we do have another pinch hitter. Well, he actually came in defensively last inning. It's JT Fagmusito. We saw him start the game at shortstop for the Philippines last time. Comes in for Owen Stevenson, who 1 for 3 at the plate today. That breaking ball is lifted into left field. Caronto is there. And it's a 1-2-3 8th inning for Jaden Valdez. The Oaks looking to shut out the Philippines. They're through 8, leading 6-0 as we head to the bottom half of the 8th. Jack Brooks leads things off for the Oaks in the bottom of the 8th inning. 2-3-4 for the Oaks. Brooks, Leahy, and West. Both Lewers and Eldridge Armstrong remain throwing in the bullpen. And this is the second time this season we've seen it. Coach Solis is also down in the bullpen. Although this time it looks like he's walking back toward the dugout. We saw him out in the Oaks bullpen for an entire inning during a game earlier this week. That one misses up. They're going to appeal to third, but he did not go. Both Lewers and Armstrong throwing, but only one inning left for the Oaks, so obviously one of them is just thrown aside. Bullpen session. Brooks today has scored a couple of runs. It's his 5th time up there. 0 for 2. And he goes down on strikes. Caught looking on a splitter on the outside corner. Very little spin on that pitch. It's Nick Leahy, who's 0 for 4 today, but has reached on a couple of errors. He hits this one sharply up the middle. Diving attempt and stop. Throw over. What a play by JT Fagmusito. I didn't think he had any chance to get to that ball. And it was an all-out dive attempt up the middle. And he was able to not only snap the ball, but make an accurate throw across the diamond to get Leahy. Which brings up Landon West, who is 2 for 2 in this one and crushes this one, but right at the shortstop. 1-2-3, 8th inning. Very quick and efficient for the Philippines. As we head to the 9th, which Oaks reliever will it be is the question. We'll let you know on the other side of this break. Jaden Valdez is done after 1 1/3 scoreless, and replacing him is the right-handed flamethrower from Texas A&M, Eldridge Armstrong, pitching for the second time as a member of the Conejo Oaks. Armstrong went 2 scoreless innings, facing the minimum, striking out 3 batters in his lone appearance before today. He'll be facing 3, 4, 5 in this Philippines lineup. The Oaks lead 6-0 in this one. Looking for their 9th consecutive victory. First pitch, fastball at 93. Swing and a miss. Armstrong, fresh off a national championship appearance with A&M, as this one's shot into right center field. That'll fall and split the gap. Rolling all the way to the wall, and JT Miller hits third base, and he has himself a leadoff triple. That's just shocking to see, just from an Oaks perspective, after the last appearance from Armstrong where he didn't allow a single base runner in 2 innings, and especially against the Philippines team that hasn't been hitting the ball all too well this game. No runs through the first 8 innings, but a prime opportunity to spoil the shutout. Runner at third, nobody out. Oaks are obviously going to keep the infield back, given the 6-run cushion. Just need outs. 3 of them. That one is called a strike on the corner, 0-2. To Stephon Leo, came in as a pinch hitter. He goes down on 3 pitches. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Armstrong picks up his first strikeout of the outing. He threw a couple of sliders, and then after seeing that a couple of times, no chance to catch up to the high fastball. It's another pinch hitter who chops this one over to third base. That's going to break up the shutout. Reeve Boyd, long throw on the run. Nice play to get an out at first. But a run does come across, which jolts a big cheer into this Philippine crowd. 6-1 game now, but the Oaks 1 out away from their 9th consecutive victory. Last chance for the Philippines is JJ Fagfumzito. He was the shortstop who made an excellent diving play in the top of the 9th. Filthy slider, getting a swing and miss. Fastball, swing and a miss, 93. 0-2 the count. Oaks 1 out away from their 9th consecutive win. Armstrong's 0-2. Misses downstairs. No reason to not go back to the fastball again. Count is 1-2. Changeup. I'm not sure how he took that pitch. Just fell off the table there. Strike for 90% of its way to home plate. Expect a fastball here. Does not look like he can catch up to it. Long hold before he comes home. Swung on and missed. 93 at the top of the zone, no chance. And Eldridge Armstrong completes a 6-1 Oaks victory, who have now won 9 in a row. It was a great job all around by this Oaks pitching staff, starting with Nate Hernandez's 3 scoreless innings. Then Scott Radinsky and Brian Uribe won an inning 1 2/3 from Damon Villa, 1 1/3 from Jaden Valdez. And Eldridge Armstrong closes things out for the Oaks, who win it by a score of 6-1. Landon West was the player of the game today for the Oaks. 3 runs batted in of the 6. In a game in which the Oaks and Philippines each had the same amount of hits. 1 run, 5 hits, 3 errors for Team Philippines. 6 runs, 5 hits, and just 1 error for the Oaks. It's an off day tomorrow for the entire CCL with the national holiday, 4th of July. So everyone go enjoy that time with your family. And we'll be back on Friday here at Sparky Anderson Field as the Oaks take on the Santa Barbara Foresters. And for all of us with the Conejo Oaks broadcast crew, I'm Josh Mechanick. We'll talk to you guys on Friday.